That's not cool, man. Yes, decriminalization versus legalization. Alcohol. He talked about alcohol. Now, this is an interesting factor because in Canada we have a large francophone population in Quebec, and in France, alcohol such as beer or wine isn't considered all that bad. It's more of a social thing. When I was in band class in grade 7, the band class went to France on a band exchange. I didn't go. I stayed in school. I didn't participate in the trip, but the students that went had to get their parents to sign a permission slip because in France they have wine in little glass bottles like the size of those classic Coke bottles, and it was cheaper to buy a bottle of this like it was like near beer, it was like 0.05 alcohol percent wine, right? It was cheaper to buy that than to buy a can of Coke. So to make the trip financially viable for these students, they had to drink wine. So, and this was a Catholic school, mind you, maybe that's why it was wine and it was a Catholic school. So, I think the drinking age in Canada is a lot lower than the United States. It's 18 to 19 in Canada. So, I think the onus is really on the parents. It's what you pass on to your kids is, morally or socially acceptable. If your parents are coming home shit-faced 5 nights a week and they're out drinking on the weekends and not paying attention to their kids and stuff, they're gonna pick that up too. So I think it's nature versus nurture thing, and kind of up to the person themselves. Like I've had friends that had parents that were alcoholics and it turned the kids off of drinking. It's all a personal choice thing. Everything in moderation. And I do believe that kids should be allowed to drink beer and wine at a younger age, and hard alcohol should be regulated the same way it is now, because the exposure to alcohol at a social level and interacting with people helps them to understand how it's going to affect them, and they can get used to it. They can ease into it. They're not going to go out and just get fucking wasted. And you keep them drink it at home. Drink it with your mom and pops. Have like a beer at dinner every week or something with your Sunday dinner or something like that. Teach them to respect it and not abuse it. I won't say that I didn't partake and abuse alcohol when I was a youngster. When you're a kid, it's all too often easier to get drugs than it is to get alcohol, because with alcohol you need a bootlegger. So what we used to do is we would call it going fishing. You would go to the parking lot or outside of 7-Eleven and be like, hey man, can you go buy me a case of 6-pack of beer or something like that. But it only takes once or twice for you to get ripped off by some guy and him just take your money and not come back before you get like an older sibling or something to go, buy you a 2.6, which is 26 ounces, or I guess 26 ounces in Canada. I don't know what you call it in the States, a quarter, a half quart or something like that, or maybe a fifth of a liter. Fuck, I don't know. But I think it all comes down to parenting on both aspects and what you want your kids to be doing. But kids are going to do whatever they want anyway. You can just try and guide them. I don't have any kids yet, but someday, possibly. Anyway, those are my 2 points. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to pack a little bit of my Burlington CEO blend. We'll have a pipe. Kick back. I'm interested to see what people are gonna have to say about my points and my views, but each their own, right? Like, some people I understand are extremely religious or Christian, and that's just a complete no-no. But I'd like to give a small shout out and kind of a remembrance to a gentleman that just passed away by the name of Christopher Hitchens, world-renowned essayist and extremely political man, political monster. I always enjoyed listening to him speak on the radio. He was very calculating. He would just tear people apart. Brilliant man. Brilliant man. It's a sad day that he passed away. But just a shout out. He drank scotch and smoked cigarettes like a chimney, and I guess he kind of paid the price on that. But he great man. Look him up, Christopher Hitchens. I'm sure you'll be able to find some audio of him debating. Quite an interesting fellow. Give her a little pack. It smells amazing. It's light vanilla. It's really rich though, really rich and creamy vanilla. It's like Cavendish, all like Cavendish blend. Oh man, it just makes me drool. Well, folks, stay safe. Enjoy the holidays. I hope you like the video. Just a different perspective from across the border. Cheers.